Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Thursday, February 9th, 2017. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Cruise ship the Saga Pearl II, with a capacity of 450 passengers, earlier today made its inaugural call to Charlestown as part of the 2016-2017 cruise season. Unfortunately, because of unusually high sea swells, the short boat ride from its anchor point to the pier was determined to be too dangerous for the guests. A number of taxi operators were ready to showcase Nevis and were later seen in the various gazebos on the waterfront, privately expressing their disappointment with the turn of events.
Because of high swells within the anchorage area of the ship that is out to sea, they were unable to actually remain there. Even though it was calm at the shore, outside there the swells were very high, which made it difficult for the tender to operate. And to complicate matters, the cruise line carried a number of elderly passengers, and to ensure the safety of the passengers, the captain saw it fit or felt it fit to cancel the call so as to maintain the safety of the passengers.
Devon Liebert of the Nevis Tourism Authority further reassured the general public of at least 15 remaining calls for the cruise season.
The next one being on February 15, which is Sea Dream 2 with 110 passengers. We also have an additional call of the Azamara Quest. That is 686 passengers. We have Club Med coming up with 386 passengers. And we also have another cruise ship, the Hamburg, MS Hamburg, that has 400 passengers, along with the regular Sea Dream and the other cruise lines that we have. We're seeing some unexpected calls, Mandalay, which we haven't received schedule from. We continue to welcome the Sagita on a weekly basis. This is a small line with just 24 passengers, but every passengers count for us. So all in all, we expect a good season. Until March. The season ends sometime in March, which is a regular thing for the cruise lines in the Caribbean.
The Saga Pearl II, having been anchored in the Charlestown roadstead, left port just before 11 a.m. for its next port of call. The Cabinet of the Nevis Island Administration yesterday, Wednesday, 8th February, visited the construction site of the Nevis Athletics track. The tour was guided by Project Manager Timothy Keynes and the Construction Manager of Surrey Paving Limited. The work, which began on December 15th, is scheduled to have the first phase completed by March 31st and is budgeted for just over 10 million EC dollars. Deputy Premier Honorable Mark Brantley led the Nevis Island Administration Cabinet on the tour, which also included senior civil servants.
We are very, very proud of this particular project. It's the single largest investment in our youth and in sports that we've ever seen in the history of our little island. And so for us, this is a very important project. I'm happy to hear that the targets that we have set, we understand they're optimistic, we're hopeful that we can achieve those targets. And if we can achieve those targets, then we hope that we can stage the Mini Olympics into primary championship here. However, if there's some slippage, I want the public to be aware that if there's some slippage, our focus is to produce a quality track and a quality investment in infrastructure that will serve the people and serve the youth and the sports-loving people of the island for the foreseeable future.
According to Brantley, while it is primarily a sporting facility, it does have some tourism potential.
We hope to attract teams that may train here, we hope to attract competitions, and I want the public to be assured that what you're seeing here is going to be, at the end of the day, an IAAF certified surface. That means that we'll be able to stage international meets. I'm told that the track surface for Monday is only the third. Nevis will be the third that track surface is being used in the world, and the first in the Caribbean at this point. I think only the Rio Olympics in London has had this surface. It's a brand new surface, brand new technology, and we want the people to understand that we are making this investment because we want the best for Nevis.
Based on the designs, at the center of the facility, there will be a football pitch, and the next phase will include a stadium for patrons. Civil works are being done by Lefco Equipment and Surrey Paving, and in an effort to meet the deadlines, work is being undertaken from early morning to late evening and on weekends. In our two previous newscasts, we highlighted road construction projects in the Shaws Road, Newcastle area and the Braziers community. Tonight, we look at another project that is ongoing in the Rollins area. On Tuesday, the Ministry of Communications and Works team, led by Junior Minister Troy Liburd, visited Rollins to observe the works.
We are fixing a stretch of road from Stony Hill, where the government has just installed a new 500,000 gallon reservoir right all the way over to the main Rollins Road junction. It is just about 2,000 feet of road, if I'm correct. And at the moment we have some local contractors from the Rollins area putting in some retaining walls. After this is done, then we will go to installing the curbs and slipper and then the asphalt pavement. Before this work was done, we had the team from the water department come in to put in some new mains as a part of the CDB water enhancement project. That work was completed in 2016. So now we are restoring the road for the good people of Rollins.
Minister Liburd, in his comments to us, noted that the work has created some disruptions to the normal way of life of the residents in particular, but pledged that the sacrifice is necessary for better infrastructure.
I want to ask the good people of Rollins and the folks who use the road to bear with us as we do the work. Of course, when we do things like this, we have disruption, and so we want to ask for their continued support and their continued patience.
Minister Liburd was accompanied by Principal Assistant Secretary Denzel Stanley, Director of Public Works Raoul Pemberton, Manager at the Water Department Roger Hanley, and Senior Public Works Officers Daniel Williams and Alistair Thompson. Still to come.
And very, very soon, I expect that St. Kitts and Nevis will have the strongest and most popular passport in the entire Caribbean region.
The details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. The Honourable Mark Brantley participated in a town hall in Newtown, St. Kitts earlier this week, where he noted that under his tenure as Minister of Foreign Affairs, St. Kitts has formalized relations with 13 additional countries. He further noted that another avenue that is being pursued is the signing of reciprocal visa waiver arrangements, which seek to make it easier for nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis to travel the globe without impediments.
So we have embarked on a journey of negotiating what we call reciprocal visa waiver arrangements with various countries. And all that means is that we allow them to come to us without a visa, and they allow us to go to them without a visa. Now, I want you to understand that this has particular value, because passports and how passports are treated, they are ranked. And one of the indicators of your ranking is how many countries you can visit without a visa. What that tells the world is the number of countries that have confidence in our country and confidence in the citizenry of our country, that we are law-abiding, and that when we visit their countries, we are there legitimately for holiday, and we are not coming to engage in any wrongdoing, or as we like to say colloquially, we not come to runway in nobody's country.
According to Minister Brantley, St. Kitts and Nevis's passport was ranked 4th in the Caribbean region. Bahamas, Barbados, and Antigua were ahead of St. Kitts and Nevis. However, the efforts over the last 2 years have improved our standing.
I can now say confidently that with the effort that we have put in the last 2 years, we have now leapfrogged over Antigua, and very, very soon I expect that St. Kitts and Nevis will have the strongest and most popular passport in the entire Caribbean region. Just so that you are aware that in the last 2 years, you, the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, have been now able to travel to Kosovo, to Brazil, to Ukraine, to Maldives, Indonesia, Seychelles, and Bolivia without a visa.
Additionally, Foreign Affairs Minister Brantley noted that in terms of diplomatic relations with other countries, some of these relations had become strained.
It is not a bad thing when you're not hearing much coming out of foreign affairs. I say that to say this. We have moved past the days when the media was replete with stories about confusion between St. Kitts and Nevis and other countries. We have engaged the Americans, we have engaged the Canadians, we have engaged the United Kingdom and the European Union, and where there have been differences, we have resolved them sensibly. In a mature way, sensibly, in a mature way. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how diplomacy ought to function.
The Good Governance and Accountability for Prosperity Town Hall Meeting series will continue Monday evening, 13th February 2017 at the St. Paul's Parish Hall in Charlestown. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris, has called on able-bodied residents to sign up to fill vacancies that exist within several national security agencies. He told persons at the 3rd edition of the Good Governance and Accountability for Prosperity Town Hall meeting that the police has over 100 jobs going a-begging. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force, and the St. Kitts Nevis Fire and Rescue Services were highlighted as the main agencies that need additional manpower. Dr. Harris, who is also the Minister of National Security, said working in the field is a good start for persons who are unemployed and wish to serve their country. Last December, the Federal Parliament approved more than $71 million to fund the Ministry of National Security for the 2017 fiscal year. Just over $19.1 million was earmarked for capital projects, which include upgrades to several police stations across the Federation and also the construction of a new Coast Guard base at Birdwalk and a new prison at Estridge Estate. Additionally, in 2015, government increased risk pay to members of the security forces, fire officers, and prison officers by 20%. Officials hope that the improved facilities, increase in remuneration, expansion of training opportunities, and restructured promotional procedures will attract more men and women to consider a career in the security field. The following is an offer to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis from the Republic of China, Taiwan, for individuals to pursue studies in bachelor, master, or doctoral degree programs in 2017. The Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, wishes to inform the nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of China, Taiwan, will provide 2017 MOFA Taiwan Scholarship to students and individuals so as to promote friendship between peoples of Taiwan and St. Kitts and Nevis. Those who are interested in learning Mandarin, Chinese, or further seeking a bachelor, master, or doctoral degree conducted fully in Mandarin, Chinese, or English are encouraged to apply for related programs through the Ministry of Education of St. Kitts and Nevis. The MOFA Taiwan Scholarship Award period is from August 2017 through its end, dropout or cancellation of registration. Its duration includes undergraduate program, 4 years maximum, master's program, 2 years maximum, doctoral program, 4 years maximum. Pre-degree Mandarin Language Enrichment Program, LEP, 1 year maximum. Total duration for any combination of programs under this scholarship is 5 years maximum. The More for Taiwan Scholarship offers a monthly stipend and 1 round-trip economic class flight ticket for the most direct route to Taiwan to each recipient. Qualified recipients should be over 18 years old and possess a high school diploma or above, perform well at his or her most recent academic institution, and be of good character. The nominee must finish applying procedures at the Ministry of Education before March 31st, 2017 for onward further review and forwardness to Taiwan. And that concludes tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.